So, welcome back, guys. So, as you know, in my previous videos, I told you about motion, looks, sounds, and events. So, let's start from controls. Now, what this wait 1 second is, now if you read this block, you will automatically know what it means. But for clear information, you can just think it as of a block that delays time. Now, for example, you want to play sound meow. So what you want is you have to play the sound meow, but and then after that you want to play this sound called whiz. But it's like if you want to play the sound meow, then it wants to pause for a second and then play sound whiz. So how you can do this is, just putting this wait dash seconds clock. Now, just hear this and then compare if I remove the wait clock, how it looks, how it sounds. Okay, so you saw that, right? It took a little pause. Now, if I play this block, so you know what the difference is? The difference is that it delayed a second after playing this meow sound and after that it played the sound list. Now I hope that's pretty good, pretty understandable. So yeah. Next is repeat. Now for example, here's this change color effect by 25. Maybe I'll just make it 10. Okay. So what it will do is it will just repeat changing the color effect. Now for example, I just take this out and I just press this once. It will just change to like, I have to click every time to change to a new color, right? So for you guys, it might be difficult, but if you want to do this, you can just simply put this thing in this, and you can just see how's the effect right here. It's pretty cool. So that's what repeat is used to. It repeats the number specified in here, and it repeats the set of code inside this repeat block. Next is forever. Now forever blocks are really useful when you're making a game, and for example, if you want like it to run forever. Now if you want something like forever play sound is until done. So what this will do is it will forever and ever until you close the program or stop this using this button. It will just play this sound until done. So okay. So now it will just go forever and ever until you just click this stop button. So that's what forever is used for. Now for more information after I just show you sensing category and stuff. So it might be a bit more clear for you to why to use the forever block. And while you're making animations, then I wouldn't suggest you using forever block, but if you want, of course you can. I'm no one to stop you, but yeah, that's what I think. And let's move on to the next block. So what is if else? Sorry, it's just if then block that. Now for that, I'll have to go to the sensing category. Now here you see this is kind of hexagonal shape. So only hexagonal shaped blocks fit in this. Now if you try to put this block, it won't. And if you try to put this circular block, it won't. But if you put a hexagonal block like that, you can just do that really simply. So I might just explain if and else a bit more clearly. if if I tell you about this sentence category, but let me just tell you what it mainly does. So, there's a condition that if, for example, you want to detect if the left arrow key is pressed so that you can just move this to the left. Now, you want that when I click the left arrow, it should go in this direction, and when I click the right arrow, it should go in that direction. So, if blocks are really helpful for that kind of anything, program or something. So you can just for example, you can just see key space pressed. Okay, don't worry, I'm going to explain this to you too, so don't worry. And yeah, this is just an example. Now, as you know all about these motion blocks, you see, and now in this situation, you will need a forever block because you want to forever keep detecting that if the key space is pressed, you have to go at that. Because, if you just place this thing, it will detect if space key pressed only when the flag is clicked. But if you place this block right here, so it will just detect every single frame on and every single frame. So if I just play this now, you'll see that it's moving, right? Now, what if I remove the forever block, okay? I put it like that, and and now I'm placing the space when nothing's happening. Why? Because it detects the space arrow key pressed only when the green flag is pressed. So in order to make this thing true, and in order to move 10 steps, you just have to press space and this thing simultaneously. So I hope you got that. Next is if else. Now this if else is exactly like if block, but it just has this extra element or else. Now what's that? For example, I just take my old example again. Okay, so what you want to do is just a second. I'll just do these things. Okay, so now what this script will do is if the space arrow key is pressed, it will move 5 steps. But if space arrow key is not pressed, it will move to the left. So let me show you how it is. Okay, you see this? Okay. So this is how an if else statement works. The else basically means that if this key space key is not pressed. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty simple, right? It sure was. Okay. So we'll move on to wait until block. Now, for example, I just add some random sprites. Okay. So we'll go in order. Okay. You see, first is a scratch cat. Second is a scratch cat kind of walking. Third is F. Fourth is I. Fifth is a whistle. And sixth is a heart. Now, you want to build a script that whenever the space key is pressed, you just want to go to the next costume, okay? So, that's how it's done. So, if you just see that if I keep the space key pressed forever, so, it will just change to different costumes and I won't be able to see anything, right? So, we use this wait until block. Now for this, the operators and sensing blocks are needed in order to work. Okay, so I'll just tell you what it does. So what it does is it will wait until the key space is not pressed. So once you press the space key, it will make sure So the space key is no longer pressed so that it will change to the next costume. After that's done, it will just execute the code that's right below it. Now, I'm just keeping it pressed, and then when I release, it will show me the next costume. So this kind of makes your work a bit easier, but anyways, the next is repeat until block. So when quick, so I'm just doing a short, I'm just doing a short code, okay? It's the costume one, and so that's one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. So what this script will do is when I click the green flag, it will just switch the costume to this cute little cat, and then it will repeat until the costume number is 6. So what it will do is it will just execute this code once. Okay. Now what it will do is it will just check what's happening. Now it will just see costumes numbers 1. So it will see that the costume number is not equal to 6. Okay. It's not equal to 6. So it will execute the code here. Now since the it was this statement was not true, it was false, so it will try to execute it again after this code, and it will just try again. Now it will again check that if the costume number is 2. After I change it to the next costume, it will turn 2, and since 2 is again not equal to 6, it will execute this code here. Now it will do that again and again until it finds the desired thing, which is true. Okay. So let me just run this code, and you can see different this thing. And then once it saw that the costume number is actually 6, it just stopped executing its code because now it's fulfilled already. So I hope you understood that too. Now stop all clock. Now you just want that now if you want to change to the next costume. Okay, so what it will do is, now this is a really complicated piece of code. It can be simplified, but still to show the use of stop block, I'll have to do this. So when I click, it will just change to the next costume and then stop everything that's going on. Okay, so just see, and it will just stop because it's a horrible block. But if I remove this block, and it will just change to the next costume again and again, which can be a bit tricky. Now this is this script. Now when you're working on a project, you don't want that to be in a single script. You wanna make different scripts, right? So what it will do is it will stop only this script. Now, for example, I'm running all this code. Okay. For example, this is the other script. Okay, and this is the other script. So now if I use the stop all, it will stop changing its color also. Okay. Okay. If I just put that, it will just let me show you another example. I'll just use some. Okay. So what it will do is that it will just change the next question and then stop all. But if I remove this, okay. So but if I wanna play sound good until then forever, and I don't want to stop this thing because I need to play sound waves forever, but I need to stop this thing, so I can just simply select this script, and this is running, but that's stop. Then stop other scripts in sprite means now we don't want to play the whiz sound again and again, but we do want to execute this code which is forever next costume. So that's pretty simple, okay? Hope you grabbed the concept, okay? Um, the strong blocks is create clone of myself and you will see two sprite sprites on even if there's only one sprite. So this is the clone, okay? Now when I start as a clone, okay, I just delete that clone, okay, fine. So when I start as a clone, move 10 steps, okay. So what it will do is it will make a clone of itself and then move to the right, okay. You see that? So that's the clone of it. So you can just create a clone and then control it with this kind of clone. Now if you want to delete this clone after that, you can just do that. Delete the clone. Now if I do this, it will just go right there and then it will just vanish. Like this. Okay? So next, sensing, taking mouse pointer at edge. It's used with if and repeat and the wait and the box. So if touching mouse pointer, then say hello, right? That's pretty cool. So what the script will do is whenever it touches the mouse pointer, it will say hello. Okay. So that's what it is. If touching block. Next is if touching color. Now it's forever touching the white color. Okay, this color, right? It's forever touching that, so it will forever just say hello because it's already touching. It's not. I'm sorry, but if I make something like this, and it's saying hello right now, but if I remove this, it won't. But if I move, it will say hello. So that's how it works. And touching color, you can change the color by clicking on this thing. Now, for example, if you just select this scratch that color, and you just select an actual white. So what will happen is if I touch to the black part of the cat, it won't activate. But if I touch the orange part of the cat, it will activate. So that's why it's used for. Okay, so let's get to the next thing. Distance to mouse pointer. Now it just gives you the answer of pixels. Say hello. Okay. So you know what to do. And just I don't know. I'll just replace this with this. Okay. Pretty easy. No, we just change by second. Okay. So its distance is in the middle right here, and the mouse it will just say how far the mouse pointer is from it. Okay. If you do this, it will forever tell you how far the mouse pointer is. You can also check the distance of sprite 2 right here. Okay. Next is ask what is name and what's the answer. Answer now it will just ask what's the name. For example, ask what's the name and we have to type any answer. For me it's AAYUSHI because that's me. And it will store the answer as IUC. Now you can just build a simple script. Now I know I'm using these operators, but please bear with me. Equals AAYUSHI. Then we say hello. Okay, so what this will do is it will check if the answer is IUG. Now if I type something else like what, it won't say anything, but if I type my name again, which is IUG, and then it will just say hello to me. So that's how the answer and ask block works. Now the space pressed, I've already told you what it does. If you just put this right in here, so it will just see if in space have been pressed. Okay, now mouse down means that we're high. Okay, so we don't want to ask what's happening. Okay, and what it will do is if my mouse is down, it will say hello. Okay, hello, 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 hello. So that's how it works, and yeah, that's how. Now mouse X and mouse Y, you can use. Okay, so what it will pretty much do that if the mouse is down, it will just say mouse X. Okay. I'm sorry again, I'm using another block, but that's really needed. What it can tell me is mouse X and mouse Y combined. Okay, so it will just tell me the mouse X of the position that I'm clicking on. So yeah, that's pretty much what mouse Y means. Set grab mode. Now if you see here, I'm just able to grab that little fella right here. But if you post your projects, they won't be able to drag this. Why? Because only you can drag this since you're the creator of this project. Now, if you want such that the user can also drag it, you can just set this mode to draggable, and then if you see, you can be able to drag even if you player. Now, if you don't want it draggable again, you can just click on that, and again, we'll stop. Next is loudness. Ooh, okay. The thing that I say, I will just do that. Right? Loudness just compares about how loud the mic is taking the input from us. Okay, so yeah. Timer is whenever you start, and when you click the green flag, it will just reset, and even if you press the stop arrow, it won't stop. So yeah, that's what pretty much timer is. And you can just use this reset timer block again for using that. Example, you want okay, let's see. You want something about sprite 2. You want the direction of sprite 2. Now since its direction is 90, it will give me 90 as okay, sorry. My bad. Now if I press this, it will give me 90 right here. So that's how it works. You can just hit anything you want. Next is current year. What's the current year? Of course 2020. But now I don't know if you're watching this in 2021 or something. But yeah, it's 2020 right now. What's the month? Yeah, it's August. It's 8, yeah. Okay. So it will just show me the current month. Okay, and then what's the date right now? The date is 26th. Okay. What's the day of the week? Today is Wednesday, which is 4. It is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So that's 4. Which hour is it going on? Well, 20th hour, which is 7 or 8, I guess. Then minute, the current minute is going on 2. Wow, cool. Second, it will just change 48, 49, 50. Okay. That's how you can just find out whatever time you want. Now, days since 2000 will show you the days that have passed since 2000. So now since it's 2020, which has 20 years have already passed, so it will just give you a big amount of days and point numbers because hours, minutes, and seconds. Now, username block only works if only work if you are online, but I'm using the offline editor right now, so it won't show me anything. But you can just get the username of the person that's operating your program, and yeah, you can do stuff with that. Next is operators. You might just know plus, minus. Now this asterisk means multiplication, and this slash, forward slash means division. So you can just print something like 45 and 5. What's that? Of course, it's 50. Now you can do stuff with that too. Again, 45, 5. That will be 40. So that's how these blocks work. This is the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Now this is kind of like a random number generator. What it does, it takes the parameters or takes two blanks. For example, I want a number between 5 and 10. I'll just click this and it will just give me a random number from 5 to 10, as you can see. Okay, so pretty easy, right? Now these are the comparison operators. Now you might know math. Okay, what happens with math? This is greater than that, that's lesser than that. So you can just check if it's true or false. Now is 60 greater than 50? Of course it is, so it will show true, but 20 isn't greater than 50, so it will show you false. So yes, this is how these operators work. You see 50 is equal to 50, true, but 40 is not equal to 50, so it will show you false. Now there are some times when you want to check if the mouse and the space key is pressed. Now I'm not telling that you want specifically to find out if the space arrow slash mouse down is pressed. You can just choose anything you want, but sometimes it happens that and key space and mouse down. So what it will do is it will check if my mouse is down. Okay, I'll just run this and I'll just see if it says hello. It isn't. Why? Because I'm not pressing the space arrow. Now I'm pressing the space arrow. It's still not saying hello. But if I just put my mouse down and press the key space at the same time, it will just execute the code right there. Okay. Now what OR does is similar but not completely similar. Okay. What it will do is it will check. Now if I just press the mouse key, I'm sorry, I'm not, it will just say hello, but if I press the space key only, it will say hello again. So it checks if both of any of these, any of these is true or false. So yeah, and checks if any of these is true or false, and it runs the code only if both are true, and or it will run only if either one of it is true or both of it is true. Okay, my language. Now did not block. Now it will just see if he not block. Okay, I'll just remove this or block. Not space press. I will just forever say yeah. Okay, since I'm not pressing the space key, it is continuously playing this funny and weird sound. But if I press the space key, it won't, because I have this not block. So it will do if the key is not pressed, but if space key is pressed, it won't do anything. Okay, fine. Now join apple banana, it will just give you as apple banana. Now if you want to join, if for example So what this script will do is it will first ask me for my name. Alright, are you she? And then what it would say is it would say hi and my name, which is hi are you she. So these blocks are kind of pretty useful. Sometimes, you might want to use them. Now what's the little one of apple? A, right? A. Okay. What's the number 2 of apple? P. What's number 4 of apple? L. And what's number 5 of apple? P. Now if I just press this 9 thing, it will just give me nothing because it doesn't have 9 characters, right? Okay, next is it will show you the length of apple, which is 5. If I just type gibberish, it will just give me the length of that. Now, if apple contains, because apple contains A and even B know that, but what if I just write U and then it won't execute the code because U doesn't contain A, right? Mod. Now what this mod thing does is it takes two things. For example, I just take 7 and 3. So it will give me the mod that's 1. Now what's mod is? Mod is the remainder of the quotient. Okay, sorry, not quotient, but of these two numbers that I've just entered. So it will just give me the remainder of these. Now round. Okay, so if I just type any decimal number, which is 1 to 3.4567889, it will just give me 1 to 3 because that's the round off. It will just remove all the decimal places. Now there are ton of operations which you might not know, but these are some math operations. All these sin, cos, can, and stuff. ABS means absolute, so I'll just show you this one. Now if I enter any negative number, it will give me the positive version of it, and if I enter any positive number, it will still give me the positive number of that. So pretty much good, huh? And I think that it's enough for today because I'm getting late and maybe even you might not like long tutorials, right? So I'll just like to thank you guys for watching this. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell icon, and I'll see you in the next video. So, well, see ya.